So what now?
Just give it a minute.
No, we won't give it a minute. Is this really your best plan, Beth? It's full of shit. A magic hat bringing a snowman to life. It's not a fucking Christmas movie.
Guys?
What, Pete?
Hello?
Dude, it actually worked.
Jake and Pete's Christmas special. We have this animated piece here. It really focuses on satirical humor centered around the spirit of Christmas, and focuses on what it feels the true spirit of Christmas is, which is commercialism. It really takes a lot of those childhood tropes, like the reindeer names and things like that, Dasher Dancer, and it places a spin on it with adult humor, similar in the vein to like a South Park, but like not as crass. And it spins these ideas of good and evil, God versus Satan, but uses celebrity images instead, which I thought was a very interesting way to visualize these, entities that, don't have like these official common ideas of what they look like. And so, the idea of like Keanu Reeves as God, all of that plays into the humor as well. So I definitely would consider this a satirical comedy of the adult, obviously adult vein animation. And it was just interesting to see how many ways that they kind of spun those Christmas tropes, but still kept it firmly in that same vein that you would usually see a Christmas movie or Christmas special in, where it's like at the end of the day, we need to save the day, we need to bring Christmas back, that those types of themes were still always there.
Jake and Pete's Christmas special. This was done really, really well. I loved the art style and how it was hand-drawn instead of done with like computer generated or AI. And it looks like the filmmakers did this whole thing kind of stop motion. And if that's the case, I am so seriously impressed with this because it made it so unique and so gorgeous. Storyline on this was great. It was very, very funny, very adult. I loved what they did with it. It kind of had this South Park vibe, and I think they just nailed it. I thought it was great.
This was great. An absolute instant Christmas classic, I'm convinced. Loved the humor, loved the absurdity, the crudeness, the story, just all of it fantastic, right down to even the wonderful animation style. Really well done, smartly written, just great delivery on everything. Overall, just a fantastic film. I really enjoyed it.
Jake and Pete's Christmas is a fun animation as it's drawn and animated in such a way that is so childlike, as you see crowns and the animation more on this like stop motion sort of spectrum. We find that when we see these certain moments of words or phrases coming out of people's mouths, you sort of just have this like jaw-dropping sort of moment of like, did they really just say that? But that's the beauty about animation, is that animation gives you the ability to kind of go that extra layer that what live action normally wouldn't allow. And it takes these familiarities when it comes to like Christmas, right? And it brings in a snowman, and it's, the snowman ends up being the villain. You never really think that Frosty's gonna be the villain, yet here it is, where you find this fun little Christmas story, about Christmas spirit and these group of friends getting together, and it's crude and filled with debauchery and funny moments that you wouldn't expect from, honestly, something developed and created by crowns.
I really like Jake and Pete's Christmas special. I thought it was funny. It seemed like as a comedy, that's the number one thing is to be funny, and it was funny. Um, I liked it reminded me a lot of South Park. I don't know. I haven't watched South Park that much. I don't think I've seen a full episode, but at least the animation style and the kind of like crass vulgarity reminded me of South Park. And if it works for South Park, it works here, you know? So I liked it. I thought it was funny. Um, I part one joke that stood out to me when she was like over he was like over there there's a stack of papers, go give that to the homeless. She's like, Jake, this is your Spanish homework. He's like, yes, homeless people need toilet paper too. From then on I was locked in. I was like, oh, this is gonna be funny. That's a good quality joke right there. um that's just one that stood out to me. This 20 minutes of jokes, so great job.